Okay, so this is tutorial video number 2 for our daily budget tutorials. If you missed part 1, I recommend that you view that video now. In the last video, we added a new profile called test, and we added some incomes and expenses to that profile, and we had a total of $833. Also want you to know that there's a widget that comes available with this app. The widget shows you the profile name, the current balance of which is 833, and the last daily transaction. Also on this widget you have one button that allows you to add a new transaction right from within the widget. So we can go ahead and add an expense or income and set the amount and the subscription if we need to without opening the entire app. And we can also click on the widget to open the app. So the last thing I tell you, I was going to show you the graph. Initially when you start the graph, when you start the application up, you can view two types of graph. You can view each graph by individual expenses. Those refer to all of our expenses and incomes that we have, the individual ones. And we can also view a categorized view of all of our expenses. Initially let's look at our current balance. As I said, initially when you start the graph, first of all, the graph is taken on a weekly basis, which means every week graph information from the application will record graph information. So since we just opened this app and a week hasn't passed, then there will be no information recorded. But if we go ahead 1 week, there will be information that will be recorded by the graph. For me to demonstrate that, I will have to change the time on the emulator, but however I highly recommend that you do not do that. But for this example I would do that to show you. So I'm going to change the date on the emulator so we can view the graphs. Currently the date of today is February 13th. I'm going to jump ahead 1 week from today so we can see some graph information being recorded by the application. So we're going to go ahead and to say February 21st. That's about a week from now. Then we're going to open the application, and as you can see, our current balance has changed. It was it was $833, and it seems that we had some money added to it, so now we have 845. Now if you look at our expenses, we can see every week for this one particular income we have $12 added on a weekly basis, which means this particular income, which was added because a week has passed within the date. These other incomes won't apply because of course they applied a month from today, which the month hasn't passed as yet. So that's why $12 was added to the current, which was 833, and now it's 845. Let's also look at the graph information that what we were recorded. We started out with $1,000, and the graph said our money went straight down to around $850. Let's go ahead once more about another week within the application time, and we have some more graph information being recorded. Okay, so the current date is February 21st, and we're going to jump ahead one more week, about February 3rd. Let's go to March 1st, just to be honest. That's safely 1 week, above 1 week. Open the application, and you can see some more money was deducted. You can look at our expenses. Clearly our expenses are overweighing our income, so our money is continually going down. the graph. Our money is continually going down. Now let's make a big change to our income. Let's say, just for test, let's say we change this to, I don't know, $1,000. Say we got a raise, and now we're gonna make some. I just want to show a big increase, and you're gonna see the graph change in these terms of the increase. Go ahead and save that. And we're gonna go ahead 1 month from today. Instead of 1 week, we're gonna go ahead 1 month from today. Okay, so I went ahead and I changed the date to 1 month from today, and I also changed our pay after tax to an increase by $1,000. Now let's see now how our expenses and our account balance has changed when we open the application. There we go. Now we have 1,646, and now it's changed back to green because we are above our current balance. Now let's look at what our graph looks like for our balance. There's a big increase. Remember, we started at 1,000, we went down here to this point on February 24th. Then around that mid time of that, we went down to about $500, and now at this current date, we shoot up back to almost $1,600. So as every week, the graph will take information and it will scale itself according to the data that it has. You can also view different graphs for the pay after tax. Remember, we started at 0, went to 4, and our pay increased, so we shoot up. All these different graphs available for you for your viewing. Also, we can view our graphs by categories. So we want to see what our incomes look at. You can see our pay after tax took up most of our incomes. Let's look at our household. Mortgage and rent took up most of our expenses. And we can just view all of these graphs. No information was recorded in here, that's why it's blank. Let's look at transportation. And then there we have it. So as I said, graphs can be viewed by the expenses, categorized, or by individually. And when this app is fully released, I'll be adding more graphs just for your own preference, so you can view them however you want. On the last note, I want to point to the helps. Here we can give some descriptions, just basically what each button refer to, and hopefully you can read this and it helps you in some way. And any bugs and questions, comments, you can email them directly to me, and I'll try my best to respond immediately. And you can watch these videos that I just made from within the app. Thank you for watching.